Hello, hello. We are at the Brandlight booth here at South by Southwest. I'm with my gal, Ashley. Ashley, how are you today?
I'm doing fabulous. Thank you so much.
Oh my gosh, you're so welcome. Thank you so much for spending some of your South by with us here at the Brandlight booth. So appreciate it. Ashley, for all the folks out there in TV land, go ahead and let them have it. What do you do? Where are you traveling from?
First off, thank you for having me. This is an incredible booth. It definitely caught my eye, and I'm very appreciative of the energy that your team brings. That's why I'm over here. So I am a technology consultant.
Cool.
I'm the CEO of Coffee and Consult, which is a technology consulting firm in Oklahoma that helps small and medium-sized businesses bridge the gap between technology and efficiency and profitability. So I come in as a strategic advisor, help them understand what the heck AI is and how to leverage it for profitability, because everyone is trying to figure that out right now.
Yeah.
I also have a podcast called Coffee and Code, and I've been doing that for about 5 years. Listeners across 21 countries, 31 five-star reviews. I'm loving it. I get to meet awesome people like you and bring this content to a wider audience globally so they can understand technology and become less intimidated by it. So really excited to talk about how to make video better at work, because that's been alignment.
Yes, oh my gosh, I'm actually really excited because I feel like there's going to be some unique perspectives that you'll be offering. So before we dive in though, it is South by, we are here doing it all. I've got to ask, Ashley, what has been the most anticipated, top of your list, can't miss event here at South by this year?
Wow, okay, great question. There's so much that's constantly happening in South by, so it's hard to pick just one.
Totally.
So yesterday I heard from Mark Cuban and Tabitha Brown about entrepreneurship and heard from some of their challenges and failures, which felt good because entrepreneurship can be frustrating
it's a roller
lonely,
coaster.
but exciting. So it was nice to be in that energy and that crowd. And I met so many amazing people in the audience, too, that had an amazing story. And then I also got to hear from Wayne Brady and Jonathan Mangum from Whose Line Is It Anyway?
Yeah.
So awesome. They just started their own podcast called What If?
Ooh.
So they're promoting it and gave some really good advice to the audience on if you're getting started or if you're in this industry, don't give up and really focus on your passion. So it's definitely what I needed to hear. And it's giving me the filling my cup. So I'm just really excited to be here. And those are the main two things that have stood out to me so far.
I love it, and I'm feeling that good energy radiating, so I'm so glad, and thank you for sharing that with us.
Of course.
So Ashley, diving in, we are absolutely right. We are here to tackle video at work, video in the workspace, whether that's like the quarterly town hall where the CEO is giving the company update, maybe it's the required data security training that HR is sending out, or the marketing webinar that you're watching for 30 minutes to get the free content.
Yeah.
Video is definitely a growing medium happening in the workspace, but I'd like to get your opinion. How effective have businesses and that professional space been at creating content that's actually engaging, that's getting the attention, that's actually getting the message across? What's your take?
Oh, wow, that's a hot take. So a lot of stuff is boring and not engaging.
Yeah.
Which is unfortunate. And I see a lot of companies try things and give up on it, but there's so many different ways that you can engage your employees and your stakeholders by having that effective video communication at work. It means such a big difference to be able to have that connection point, to be able to see someone versus just talking to someone over the phone.
Absolutely.
It makes a huge difference. And I appreciate companies that actually do the work and making it more engaging, whether that's adding engaging stickers or reactions. It invites your audience to be part of the conversation instead of talking to them, talking with them.
I really love that point that you've made about talking at versus instead of engaging with, and that opportunity to really leverage the engagement available in video that combines the visual and the audio into this very dynamic medium that not everyone is absolutely nailing, but those that do, it doesn't always take a lot, whether it's just the sticker, the reaction, the opportunity to participate. But Ashley, what I'd like to then look at is we've got video taking over our personal lives. I think on average we're like looking at screens for over 5 hours a day.
Yep.
And what like every social platform now has Reels. LinkedIn has Reels. We're seeing video everywhere in our personal space. So it as a medium, absolutely proving its success. My question to you, what are the takeaways? What can we learn from the success happening in video, the trends in that space, that personal consumption, that we can apply into the work world to elevate that engagement for those big messages that matter?
Wow, that's a very deep question. So let's dive in there. I think being able to circle back around to being authentic and how you're connecting with your audience, trying new things. I mean, we're no longer in a two-dimensional world. You have to start thinking three-dimensionally. Like there are companies that are using avatars and 3D type of ways of representing yourself in an environment. So I encourage people to experiment with things maybe that haven't been done before, but really listen to feedback. I think, if you listen to your employees and what they want and what they're looking for, that's the best way to innovate.
Yeah.
And just make sure everyone has a seat at the table when it comes to that feedback and engagement.
I really love the idea of pulling your audience into this conversation, that it doesn't have to be solely the responsibility placed on the producer, the provider, the message giver, but that it really is a dynamic exchange possible in this space. And pulling in what is it that you're looking for? What is it that your audience is going to engage with? And then I also really like, take some risk, get out of your comfort zone, get out of the two-dimensional, step into 3D, step into new, and explore, try. I think, I really love the let's a little bit of courage and play maybe a little bit.
Oh my gosh, connect with that inner child.
Yeah.
Play, we need that right now. We need
Totally.
that more than ever.
I agree. Let's bring the fun, and even if it's, we're talking about the quarterly numbers, there can be a way to do that in an engaging way that the audience feels like they're a part of it. I really love that. Ashley, any other big takeaways from that personal space or other strategies that you've seen in your tech consulting of elevating that engagement and really bringing that real connection in that video media in the work world?
Oh my gosh, you have to know how to master short form content. Just saying that, that's where the future is headed. And being able to grab your audience's attention, our attention span is consistently decreasing, unfortunately. Yeah. So if you don't have your audience's attention in the first few seconds, you're done.
That little hook moment,
That little hook moment.
Yeah.
Whether that's in a long form content or short form content, you have to know how to show up and be able to adapt along the way. What I love most is being able to meet people where they are in technology and business, and I love that's what BrandLive does, is meeting people where they are, so it makes it easy to jump into that new innovative space of immersive storytelling and being able to connect with an audience in a brand new way. And with AI, of course, taking over everything, I want people to be open to the possibilities that it can bring, because it's saving so much time in the potential editing, production process. As a podcaster myself, it saves me time, helping me write show notes and edit in the long run. So I'm hoping that people will follow the latest trends, not be intimidated by artificial intelligence, and be able to explore new ways of connectivity in this digital world, because authenticity is what is going to win at the end of the day.
Well, and I'm sure that many of your clients, and like I am, grateful to have a guide into this new space that is rapidly developing, that can quickly feel very intimidating in the world of AI and what's possible. And you blink, and then the next month, there's a whole new ball game. Yeah,
it's wild.
But to what you said earlier, having the courage to risk, to play, to try, and maybe it doesn't always land, but the effort, you'll have learned something, and something will have worked, something won't have, but being able to experiment and creating space for that learning journey.
Oh my gosh, and I think that's a beautiful kind of circular way back to where we started. We're at South by, and South by is about creativity and artistry and music and technology, and being able to see a melting pot like that is so inspiring. So I hope everyone here at South by is able to experience that too, because it's been tremendously helpful for me, both personally and professionally.
I mean, this is BrandLive and my first time at South by, and I've got to say the collaboration of creativity coming from the music space, the tech space, the art space, the podcast space, and just to have this mashup together to celebrate creativity, celebrate storytelling and expression, it has truly been an amazing experience.
Yes, and thank you so much for such the great questions. I am very appreciative.
Oh, right back at you, and to really get your insight has been a treat. Now, I will say, Ashley, before we let you go, we know BrandLive is here at South by because we're premiering an exciting feature that's coming to our software set that we're calling Style Packs, which represent an ever-growing library of creative assets, bringing some of that fun, that pop, whether it's a little animated walk-up card or it's a little lower third to introduce your guest. My final fun question for you, Ashley, is what is your Style Pack brand? What's your font type? What's your color palette? Give me your Style Pack brand.
I love this question. Thank you. My style brand is Montserrat.
Yeah.
My hex code is 90453.
Oh, she's got the branding on lock. Yes.
My logo is in black and white with tagline and not tagline. So I have all this stuff saved in a note on my phone.
Yeah.
And every time I need to look up the hex color code, I'll just do command space hex. And it brings up all of my personal color codes across my personal, professional brands, because I have 3. So that's in my brand. It's approachable, it's innovative, it's cutting edge, but it's also welcoming.
Ooh, I love it. Well, let me tell you, this has been a wonderful, dynamic, and engaging conversation. I so appreciate you taking some
Thank you.
time out of your South by day. Ashley, thank you so
Thank
much.
you so much. I appreciate you.
But for all of us here at the Brandlight booth, as they say in the biz, that's a wrap.
That's a wrap.